Hey, everybody. Welcome to Valentine's Day. We're pretty close there, too. And I wanted to make a little video. As you know, I've been reading tarot for about 30 years and here on YouTube for about 5 years. And I wanted to help you understand what each zodiac sign needs in love. Now, that being said, I don't want to broad brush anybody. I don't want to make stereotypes out of anybody. I just want to give you some kind of insight into the person you're dealing with, especially if they're new to you. And I want to talk a little bit about what will make them feel comfortable, safe, and loved. Okay. And it's not the same thing for everybody. Now, I'm going to go through each of the zodiac signs since really we're talking about y'all are cross watchers, right? So you all are paying attention to somebody else's sign. So I want you to also look at their moon sign and their Venus sign if you can, okay? Especially when it comes to men, you're going to want to look at their Venus sign because the Venus sign says what they want in love even more than their sun sign, okay? So I'm going to go through all 12 zodiac signs and I'm going to give you a little heads up about how you might want to consider working with this person or being with this person or doing things a little bit differently to show this person that they're loved. All right, let's start with Aries. If you're dating an Aries, then you know this person is a strong character, okay? They are somebody who really loves adventure. They also like to be in charge. So there's a little bit of that going on. And you may have this experience of dealing with this Aries as somebody who's constantly looking for new and unique and new ways to liven up the dynamic and being very adventurous and all of that. And so how you work with this kind of person or how you communicate with this person is to understand that they need to feel independence. As much as they want to be in a love relationship with you, they are also craving leadership. Okay. This person is a great self-starter. They're somebody who's very dynamic. They can be very headstrong at the same time. So when you communicate with this person, you're going to want to help them understand that you respect that about them. Okay. Respect is a big thing when it comes to Aries. And if you have a personality conflict, meaning that you are also independent, you can kind of use this as a way of getting closer to them by understanding them, by being like, I totally get it. This is something that you need to do for yourself. You go. Totally get it. If you're somebody who really likes to have someone in charge and leadership, then you're all set. This person is really going to be good at that. And you're just going to need to know that independence is the name of the game for this person. So if they feel that they're being ordered around or talked to like, hey, you don't know what you're doing, you're going to be in for an argument. So just beware of that. Okay. Just beware of that. I have this little deck. I just want to pull a little message for each of the zodiac signs for you, really. Okay. For you, cross watcher, and give you a little sense here. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of love and life. And what I want to say to that in relationship to Aries is that in Aries' mind, there is a right and a wrong. They do have this sense of, I'm the one driving the show, a little bit of my way or the highway. So it would be good over the course of your relationship to learn to communicate in a way that allows for a little bit of understanding from their part too, that you have some ideas, you have some thoughts about things, but you do respect their leadership and you do respect their need for independence. And that is what is going to endear them to you quite closely. So if you're dating an Aries, that's the way to go. Now, if you're dating a Taurus, life is all about contrast, isn't it? If you're dating a Taurus wants to be, to feel secure. And a Taurus will be somebody who is very good at making things luxurious and really knowing good food, good wine, all of these things. They're somebody who really delves into the luxuriousness of life. And so buying presents for them can be really super easy. Just buy them something that makes them feel luxurious. So that could be different things for different Taurus. Some Taurus really like to be wined and dined. Some Taurus people really like to feel the intimacy of close conversation that makes them feel safe. What does your Taurus need to feel safe? I also know that one of the things about Taurus that is very important is to recognize that they do not do well with scattery or kind of flaky energy. So if you're kind of you like to do things by the seat of your pants and you're very they just can't count on you to be at a certain place at a certain time, that might be something to work on in yourself, because that will be a sure thing that will send a Taurus running away. That will make them feel not safe. Okay. So they want to know that you are good with money. They want to know that you are reliable, that you are somebody to be counted on. That is going to make them feel very secure and safe. And then also, if you really support their need for luxury, after all, they are ruled by Venus. And so think of the Empress, right? Liking a lot of beautiful surroundings and flowers and very traditional. You can't go wrong with flowers and candy and a really beautiful dinner for this person. Even more so if you cook it yourself. I feel like that will be something that they would be very excited about. So if you're dating a Taurus, that's really the road to their heart, is to help them feel safe and help them feel appreciated and loved, but in a way that's very luxurious. A spa day. Oh my God, that would just send them over the edge. Okay, so let's talk about Taurus. Security and consistency is their big thing. Sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. That is something that is going to make the Taurus heart sing, that you create this bubble of love between the two of you, around the two of you, actually. And no one else knows what's going on inside. You're not talking to a lot of people about what's going on. That will also make them feel very safe and secure. So for you, that's your advice about a Taurus. Okay, if you're dealing with a Gemini, just know that air signs, you got to be on your game in terms of your conversation. They are all about learning new stuff, voracious readers. If they don't like books, then they're going to get their information on the internet, or they're going to just be interested in lots of new topics all the time. Not as much as an Aquarius, but definitely Gemini is someone who is really interested in information and how things work. They're also good organizers and things. That's not super romantic, but I feel like if you are dating this this air sign who happens to be a Gemini, and you are curious about them, you're asking about what topics they are interested in, you're bringing up an article every once in a while that you found interesting, you really have to kind of keep up with stuff in order to keep a Gemini interested. Now, they are really the biggest lovers of companionship. They want to feel like they have a friend in you, as well as a lover, as well as someone who is interested in their mind. It's not about their body or about anything else like that. Although you got to kind of flirt with a Gemini for the rest of their life. Okay. Flirt with them, flirt with them, flirt with them. But what is really going to turn them on is the mental stimulation. Okay. Geminis are really big on that. They want connectedness. They want to see that you listen to what they say and then act on it. Do something about it. Acts of service is likely their love language. They are going to feel so much more connected to you if you heard what they said and then you did something about it, or you followed up, or you learned more about it, or you said, hey, I saw this movie. You were talking about this last week. Let's go do that. Listen, listen, listen. Nothing is going to turn a Gemini off quicker than you not listening to them. Okay. Also the flirting thing. Make sure you keep flirting with a Gemini. Otherwise they'll wander away. Okay. So I just want you to know that I'm a Gemini moon, so I'm here to tell you it's the truth. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. This is going to be a relationship that will keep moving. Okay. This is not a relationship. If you're dealing with a Taurus, it might be or a Capricorn, things can stay the same for quite a long time. A Gemini relationship will likely keep moving very quickly, very fluidy. Air signs move even quicker than water signs in terms of being fluid. And you just have to know that staying with the game is going to be the key to a Gemini heart. So you're in a relationship with a Leo, are you? Okay, here's what I'm going to say. Fire sign, number one fire sign, so very passionate. Leos are meant to be adored. I'm just telling you. When you, and authentically, okay, this is not something to play games with. This is not just a, hey, do this one day a year and this person will love you back. If you are involved with a Leo, you want to show a lot of appreciation for that person. You want to see the best in them. You want to share what you think is the best in them. Positive reinforcement for what's going on in their life. Supportive of their plans or their ego a little bit, because they're really doing things that they want to do, right? Leo is very big-hearted and loving. And if there's a lot of the through line for a lot of these signs is appreciation. And your particular Leo may thrive on the fact that you notice when they are rewarded for something, not by you, right? They're getting some kind of award at work, or they've written a book, or they make a big deal about it. Okay. So if they're spending a lot of time doing a project and they bring it to you, don't shut them away. Don't send them away. If there's somebody who has written a book or they are starting a podcast or something like that, really show your support for that and show them that you're like, man, this is cool, right? Like, I don't want you to be inauthentic, because a Leo will ferret that out in 2 seconds and not be super happy about it at all. Fire signs don't like Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. You lie to them, you're done. Okay. So they don't like it. The other piece of advice I have for you is never stop flirting with a Leo. Never. Okay. Because that's the thing that keeps the juices flowing. So you might have a Leo who likes to innocently and not with malice flirt. This is their way of navigating through life. So a little jealousy, a little flirting, but you're like, you're the one for me. Okay. So no games. I'm not suggesting games. And if that Leo goes over the edge with the flirting, you have my permission to say stop. But I'm saying this is the Leo's way of getting you to come back around to them. And you might want to deal with that, but I'm just saying that's important for you to know. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. So that's your Valentine's Day message for dealing with a Leo. So you're dealing with a Virgo, are you? Virgo sun, moon, rising, whatever. You're dealing with a personality that is Virgo. One of the things that's important for you to understand about Virgos, which you probably already know if you've been dating them for any length of time, if you're married to one, you definitely know this. They have a hard time relaxing and just having fun. They have a really hard time with this because they're good at getting stuff done, and relaxing feels like laziness. So I feel like one of the things I want to say to you is, if you can pick up the slack for them, if you want to do something special, pick up the slack for them and something that they normally do all the time. If they're the one that walks the dog at 6 a.m, give it a shot on Valentine's Day. If they're the one that always takes out the trash, you do it this week. If they're the one that always has to handle all of the in-laws or handle all of the social obligations, take it on. This is going to endear you to a Virgo like nothing else. I really feel that Virgos deserve to have a little bit of relaxation time more than any of the other signs, because they have done such a good job all year long. And if you can help them relax and have fun, this person will be so much, I don't know, they'll just feel much more appreciated. And it's something that will really help them feel loved, which is what we're talking about today. Okay. So, criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. There is zero upside, especially with a Virgo, in telling them how they could do things better. They might tell you, but there's no upside to that with a Virgo, because they will have worked intently on figuring out the system that they are putting in place. It makes sense to them. And if you criticize, especially how they're doing things for the both of you, for sure that will lead to a fight. Okay. So do yourself a favor and pick up the slack for them. Do a chore that they don't like doing. Show that you appreciate what they do. And also give them a little bit of relaxation, maybe a spa day. Maybe the two of you go away together and do nothing for a day. I don't know that a Virgo can do that for more than a day. Maybe not, just a few hours. But it's all about you appreciating them. And what would it be for them that would be relaxing? Maybe it's not relaxing for you what they want to do to relax, but ask. Okay, that might be a big help. And I feel, as the Valentine's Day fairy today telling you this, I hope it will help you. I hope you will go down that road together for a long time. All right, you're dating a Libra, are you? So here's the deal with that. I'm a Libra rising, so I'm a lot of Libra energy. And I'm here to tell you that one of the things you can do to endear yourself to a Libra even more is to try and minimize conflict. Libras don't like conflict, okay? But they are really good at negotiating or talking things over. So I realize this is starting off in a little bit of like if you're in a fight kind of thing. But if you are dealing with a Libra, there is going to be a lot of, they might not be able to kind of settle on a decision, or they might not be able to make things solid, right? They're always thinking this or that, this or that. So if you can do yourself, you'll do yourself a big favor if you can kind of work the situation with your Libra so it's you and them against a problem. It's not them doing something wrong or I'm doing something wrong. It's me and you against a thing. And so that way the Libra will be engaged in, okay, how can we make this work? Because you're on their side. They know you're on their side. If you are adversarial with them a lot, it's not going to last. They won't be able to withstand that for too long. It's just not fun or sexy to them. Okay. The other thing with Libra is that you need to stay engaged romantically. So not just like, oh, date night. Okay. We're not doing that. We're like a little spontaneous. We're paying attention to the other person. We're saying, that your partner may have said that morning that they saw that there was a really cool thing on Netflix tonight and you had planned this big dinner out, but hey, if they like this idea of sitting in, taking Netflix, I'm going to go get that dinner and bring it home and we're going to watch that movie together. Something that shows that you paid attention to what they were interested in. That's a big thing. It's a big thing for everybody, but especially Libras. So stay engaged romantically. Little things all year long, not just on Valentine's Day. Little remembrances that you think they're cute, they're sexy, they're funny, they're interesting, they're a catch. That will help you with a Libra, okay? Oh, embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Perfect for Libra. Perfect for Libra. So stay engaged romantically. And this is also one of the signs, I think Cancer was the other one, that I really feel might be like, I don't like Valentine's Day because why are we reserving one day for romance when it should be happening all the time? Libra is also of that opinion. Okay? Stay engaged romantically. Me and you against the problem, not me against you. All right. You got it? Good. So you're dating a Scorpio, are you? Okay. Now here is my unvarnished advice about dating a Scorpio, because these people are deep, my friend. Okay. They expect nothing less than 100% intimacy and just the two of us. Okay. If you are even thinking of telling your best friend about some romantic foible that they made or something that happened to your partner, I would not do that because they demand loyalty, and loyalty in terms of don't tell anybody my secrets, don't tell anybody what's going on with us. And not that you would, because I don't know a lot of people who are in respectful, loving relationships that go around blabbing about their partner. However, it's even more subtle with a Scorpio. They are unyielding about this. If there is anything that you say, you're at a dinner party and everybody's telling funny stories about their partner, I would say nothing. Because what is going to happen is that Scorpio is going to feel betrayed. And you're making fun of them in front of a room full of people. Okay. It is even worse, I think, when you do it at work or to tell somebody and they get it back to them or something like that. So just don't do it. Intimacy is paramount with a Scorpio. It is you and me, baby, just you and me. There is nobody else on the planet. We're not going to go and ask for a lot of advice with other people. I even feel therapy might be a little bit of, there's two kinds of Scorpios, the kind that really dig into therapy and the kind that think it's invading their privacy and they won't do it. Privacy is of the utmost interest to a Scorpio. So please do yourself a favor and appreciate their deep level of loyalty to you. Appreciate their deep heart, their ability to share incredibly intimate things with you and taking you to a new level of intimacy that you may not have experienced. So you're in for a ride. Okay. You're in for a ride. Another one, forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality when you think, dream, and imagine. Forgiveness is a big thing. And with Scorpios, it's something that you're going to have to learn how to do, and they're going to have to learn to do too. Okay. Full disclosure, I'm a Sag, but I'm here to tell you from my own personal experience that the one thing that will make Sagittarius feel loved more than anything else is don't fence me in. Give me lots of freedom. I like my alone time. I enjoy my own company. I have my own friends. I have my this, I have my that. I have my work. I have my all this other stuff. Might even want to travel on my own every once in a while. Very adventurous, very interested in new stuff. Very, very, very. Okay. Just love, right? Loves lots of new stuff, loves to be in on everything. And Sagittarius can really get nagged when they feel that their freedom is or when they feel controlled. Forget it. Okay. If they feel that you are controlling them, even in a very subtle way, you're going to have a problem with the Sag, because freedom is in the eye of the beholder. What does it mean? What does freedom mean to a Sag? So I do feel your particular Sag, I think you do need to have that conversation about what they like and what's important to them. With every single sign, you should be doing that, obviously. But with Sagittarius, don't fence me in is a big thing. And Sagittarius can also get bored really fast. So what you're going to need to do is stay engaged with this person. What are they into today? What are they thinking about? What's important? And you could feel a little bit overwhelmed by that, at least in the beginning. But if it's something that also jazzes you, like you love this kind of stuff and you have your own friends and you do this, you're a good match for Sag. Okay. So I want to say that Sagittarius, they also can feel underappreciated because Sagittarians do a lot of stuff. And so there's a lot of noise about all of their work and their hobbies and their friends and their this, and they do stuff and you don't notice it. And then 2 weeks later, you got a fight going on and you don't know why, because there's so much noise here that you might not notice when they do something that they think is loving for you. So you're going to have to pay attention. All right. You're going to have to pay attention. And you're also going to never want to stop flirting with a Sag. I feel like I could say that for every single zodiac sign, but not every zodiac sign cares about that. Sagittarius wants to know periodically, don't go overboard with the Sag with flirting. It's just kind of like a little secret between the two of you. Okay. Okay. All right. Twin flames, your passion ignites. Some of you are dealing with twin flame Sages. I do the readings. I hear it all the time. I know you think Sages are flaky. but we're not. We are loyal. And if you lie to us, we're done. So pay attention. It's a challenge. All right. You're dating a Capricorn. Good news. Plenty of time. The approach with Capricorn is low and slow. No fast moves. Okay. You need to prove yourself. You need to be consistent. You need to be very low key about sexiness and romance and all of that. Capricorn might be so pressured by something like that, especially like date night and things. You know, they could feel really like overwhelmed very quickly with too much romance. So Capricorn is a very practical sign, but Capricorn also doesn't want any sudden movement. So if we're going along just nicely in terms of dating, and then there's Valentine's Day and there's all this like, I'm going to rent a hotel room and I got you sexy lingerie. Like a Capricorn might feel a little overwhelmed by that, might feel that was a lot of pressure. Okay. So do yourself a favor with a Capricorn. You've got to be consistent. You've got to prove yourself over the course of time. So I also don't want to be too much lovey talk. With a Capricorn, there is about appreciation. They want to see that you're putting in the effort. And what's the effort? Effort is what every single individual Capricorn makes it. So you're going to have to pay a lot of attention here, and you're going to have to take your time about it. No sudden moves. Okay. No sudden moves. And if you're a Capricorn that says that's wrong, I want to know. So drop a comment, because it's interesting to hear you are much more than just one sign. All right. So look at all the different signs, moon, rising, Venus, all of that, including your sun sign, and see. It's not just one energy, right? So this is a Capricorn energy. They like low and slow. Look inside yourself, imagine, examine what is causing you to feel this way. This is going to be not that much in your mind, right? Like we're not going to be connecting on a mind level. We're going to be connecting on a doing level. This is Saturn we're talking about. So what have you done for me lately is a little bit Saturnian, which is the ruler of Capricorn. But I also feel Capricorn is shows their affection and shows their love very subtly. You're going to need to pay attention, and no sudden moves. Okay? No sudden moves. All right. If you're dating an Aquarius, I want to say to you, I'm an Aquarius Venus. So one of the things Aquariuses don't like is to be told they're wrong, for better, for worse. And that's something to pay attention to, because if they do make mistakes, and they will make mistakes, how you deal with that is going to be very important. It's going to be very important that you appreciate effort, okay? That you appreciate them, and that you are paying attention to them trying. Aquarius, once you get to know an Aquarius, you will know that they do like surprises. They like to have a little bit of a unique connection between the two of us. It is all between the ears for Aquarius. All between the ears. Intellectual stimulation is the thing that will endear you to an Aquarius faster than anything else. So what are they reading? What are they watching? What are they paying attention to? Every day, every single day. If that's not you, if that's not something that you feel up to or want to deal with, then an Aquarius might not be for you, because they are very adventurous as Sag. Okay. As adventurous as Sag and Leo and Aries, the fire signs. But Aquarius is somebody who is won over by your brain. They fall in love with people's brains and your intellectual curiosity. If you are not curious about something that they're curious about, at least if you're curious in general, then you're fine. You got it going on for an Aquarius. But if you're not, if you are just like, ho hum, I don't care about what's going on in the world. Oh, well, that new movie, who cares? I'm just gonna, I play golf all the time. That's all I do. Aquarius might not be for you. Okay. They are rebels. They are interested in adventure, and adventure that has something to do with humanitarian causes. That's true. It has to be for the good of something. It can't just be adventure for adventure's sake, like a Sag. A Sag could just do adventure for whatever, for the hell of it. But Aquarius, it's adventure for a particular reason. And you need to listen to them to understand what's going on between their ears. If you're not turned on by their brain, I don't see a long life together with an Aquarius. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Oh boy. And that is very true with an Aquarius. Aquarius can be in a long distance relationship. No problem. All right. You're in love with a Pisces? Well, love and love and love is everywhere with a Pisces. A Pisces is I don't know, the people who like cuddles and pillow talk and all this kind of stuff. They are just the energy of love. They really are. It is such beautiful, calm, nurturing energy. There's just this sweetness to them. And, they really do need cuddling. This is not somebody who is going to be just like, all right, let's just do it and then go out to dinner. Like, they are not about that. If you get them there, fine. But this is a person who is really going to need a lot of foreplay and a lot of just your time and effort. They want to feel just this nurturing energy. A little bit of Taurus and a little bit of Cancer came together and made a Pisces. That's what I think. So go look at the Taurus and go look at the Pisces. It's a little bit of luxuriating. It's a little bit of, you get me, you really get me. Like, that's the kind of thing that a Pisces will love. They are very spiritually connected people. They are also people who, if you get them and you say something that really gets at their core of who they are, they feel seen. Okay. And they feel seen. That's really important. If you are somebody who is grounded and calm and just like warm, I'm getting this energy of just warm. If you are somebody like that, Pisces will love you. Okay. If you're, a little bit erratic, if you're somebody who don't fence me in, if you're somebody who's like, I got my way or the highway, that's not going to work with a Pisces. Pisces can morph into a lot of different things. Pisces, as the last sign in the zodiac, is a little bit of everything. So you got to be careful not to bend and twist and fold and spindle and mutilate that Pisces out of their natural shape, because they can do it. Okay. But it doesn't last, because they won't feel loved. They'll feel manipulated. So don't let them try to bend to you all the time. Do yourself a favor and really get to know that sweet and kind and gentle and generous person. And the way you do that, a little bit low and slow, like Capricorn, like be grounded and be calm and be obviously respectful. All the signs deserve you to be respectful. But this sign is definitely one that wants you to sweep them off your feet. Super, super romantic. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. For my love for you is as deep as the ocean. That is Pisces. All right, so that's all the 12 signs. I've gone through all the 12 signs. I don't mean to make a stereotype out of anybody. I'm sure there's a Capricorn out there who doesn't agree with what I said, or an Aquarius or something like that. But here's what I want to say to you. Thank you for watching this video. I'd love to hear about your own particular, what makes you feel loved. Okay, so whatever I have said, if you have some different ideas, please drop them in the comments. If you'd like to learn more about your astrology chart and about the astrology chart of how you're dealing with another person, come join my birth chart mastery class. We talk about all of these kind of topics. It's every other Thursday. It's an ongoing mentorship. I'd love to have you, and we will talk about that. Okay? All right. Links in the description box if you want to join on, but please put in some comments. I'd love to hear your love language and what you need to feel loved. Happy Valentine's Day. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video,
check out these videos.